What's good, YouTube? It's your man Smo back for another video, and today, man, as you can see by the thumbnail and title, I got y'all with another banger video. Hey, man, say, man, you're not gonna do too much talking. Fuck all that chit chat. Let's go ahead and let's get right to the video.
Their dorm, but this kid was a lawyer in the making.
What you trying to look for?
I just want to make sure there's no one else in there to start, and then I'll talk to you about
There's no one in there right now.
Okay.
Right.
Come out here and talk to me then.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be honest with you. We got a report that you were seen walking into your dorm with alcohol. So
Okay.
Is there alcohol in there?
I don't answer questions. What's your name and your badge number?
Officer Purtle, NMSU Police.
Title and name?
The security officer.
Oh, security officer. Okay.
Okay. You have an ID with you?
I do.
Okay. Can I see it?
You suspect me of a crime?
I do.
Okay. What crime and how can you articulate it?
Minor possession of alcohol. We got a report that you were walked in.
So it's like here that they said thing.
Okay.
First of all, is it illegal? Like, is it a crime to have alcohol, like, on a college dorm or something? Like, is that are you not allowed to have alcohol? I've never been to college. Like, I've never stayed on a college, like, campus. Like, feel me? So, is that illegal to do?
It's yeah, right? It's like they said that he has. And that's how you're gonna articulate it.
So we don't have to go down this route. If you wanna go down this route, we can.
Well,
What's the route that you're trying to go down?
I'm studying right now. I'm doing homework. You knocked on my door. I'm out here. I want to know what's on. You say that they said that there's alcohol in this room.
Okay.
Oh, they saw me going into this room, and that there's alcohol in there. How can you articulate it though?
Okay, so that's why I'm here talking to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I still need to ID you,
No.
and then we need to go from there.
You have to suspect me of a crime.
I do.
You realize that cops in New Mexico don't have qualified immunity, right?
I do that. I do.
Okay, so
New Mexico.
From here on, let's just be careful with what you're about to do right now. Okay. You're saying that you want my ID, but right now you're not. You or yourself can articulate a crime that I've committed.
Okay.
So
I already explained to you why I'm here. Why I need your ID.
I know what you're here, but okay, is my ID gonna tell you if there's alcohol in that room?
No, but I still need to identify you.
My name is Joel.
Joel what?
Joel.
I need your first, last name, and your date of birth.
No, you don't.
I do. If you don't want to provide that,
You don't want to call Officer Donovan or one of your supervisors here?
Yeah, I can get a sergeant over.
Then calling up because right now, this is not what you want to do right now. Because this is a violation of my Fourth Amendment.
Okay. All right. Let me get a sergeant over here. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we all have a bus that says,
Bro said, "Do we need to call Do we need to call Officer Donovan?"
The thing about Joel is that he's a law student, and he didn't allow himself to get manhandled.
Is anything gonna happen if I don't identify myself?
You can be arrested for concealing identity. Yes.
So okay, so I want you to say if you don't ID to me right now, if I don't give you my ID, that you're gonna arrest me. I want you to give me that ultimatum.
So, just hold on. You want to wait? You said you wanted to wait to speak to a supervisor, so let's just do that. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
And keep your hands out of your pockets for me. So, I made contact with him at the door. He got his phone out and started recording right away. Okay. I explained to him why we were here. Got a report that he walked in there with alcohol. Asked him if anyone.
But is that a crime? Like, is that a reason to call the police? Like, damn, I can't type. I can't spell. What the hell? Damn, I can't spell nothing. It is generally not illegal to possess alcohol on the college campus in Pennsylvania if you are of legal drinking age, but there are restrictions and potentially legal consequences for underage possession of consumption. Many colleges also have their own specific policies about alcohol, even for those of legal drinking age. Okay.
else is in the room. He just said, uh, no one else is in the room. I'm like, okay, can you open the door so I can see? Make sure no one else is in there. I'm not going to do that. Okay. I'll come out here and talk to me. Okay. So he comes out. So, are you suspecting me of crime right now? Am I being detained? All that kind of stuff. Explained to him what was reported to us, that he's suspected of taking alcohol into his dorm room, underage.
You never said underage. You never, you're lying. Never said, never once, not once, told that gentleman that you suspect him of having alcohol while being underage.
Like, well, that's all hearsay. What is that gonna do if you identify me? Well,
Officer said here that if I don't ID, I will be subject to arrest. Is that true?
It's possible, yes.
Possible, yes or no? I need that ultimatum, or else I won't get my ID.
Okay, so technically right now, yes, you could be arrested for
Could.
that.
I need a yes or no. Like, I need you to tell me if you don't give me your ID right now, I'm gonna arrest you.
Why would I say that to you?
Because I need that ultimatum. Because right now you're asking,
Yes.
and I have the right to say no. Because you're asking. You're not. It's not a lawful order.
Okay.
I need you to make it a lawful
You're
order.
being detained for suspicion of minor in possession of alcohol. We need to see your ID.
Okay, and if not,
And if not, you could be considered concealing identity.
because New Mexico statute says that concealing of identity is a secondary charge. I would have to have been arrested or suspected of a crime.
No.
Right now, you hear just
You don't have
hearsay.
to be arrested or suspected. You're being suspected of having possession.
On what grounds?
They did not investigate anything. They just assumed those charges on the fly. Joel wasn't going to give them his ID. That was damn sure.
Here's the deal. By saying
They didn't necessarily assume those charges, right? Because again, they got called there, so obviously it's not an assumption. They're getting a report that they, well, I guess then it is an assumption, but they're not making it up. Their assumption's not coming from them, right? Like, they're making a report, like someone's making a report, say, hey, I believe this person to be underage and to be drinking. Now they come and they try to investigate, whether this person is actually underage, and is this person who's underage is drinking. But they're not like making up these charges. Like, those would essentially be the charges if the report that the person made was correct. But the assumption is not from them. The assumption is from whoever, maybe the security guy, whoever saw them, or whoever, believes them to be underage.
could. What we are trying to do is we're trying to be cooperative with you and have you be cooperative with us. Help us clear this matter up.
Okay, I gave him my name, Joel.
What's your last name?
You don't need my last name, and you do not need my date of birth unless you want to run my name through your system. Are you trying to run my name through the
Do you
system?
have warrants for your arrest?
I don't answer questions. I don't answer questions. I'm asking
answer
questions. I don't. It's my Fifth Amendment. Is it or is it not?
Okay. So the question is that like the officer told you, you're being suspected of having possession of alcohol underage. So in that case, the easiest way to prevent this is for you to let us know. Either somebody saw you carry a case of beer. You have a case of beer in your possession?
I don't answer questions.
Okay. Would you give us consent to check your room?
Nope.
To make sure that
Nope.
you have no alcohol in your possession?
Nope, I do not consent to any searches nor seizures.
Okay, very good. All right. This is completely up to you how you want to play this.
You could get a warrant, or you could. Or you have probable cause. Go ahead.
Right now, we do have reasonable suspicion that possibly a crime had been committed. We're trying to investigate that. You're certainly.
We have reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime that have been committed. I mean, does a report from someone count as that? I
Welcome
don't
to
know.
refuse if you wish.
I know.
But we need to ID you.
Or
And if you do not present your identification, you can face a non-traffic
Could.
citation.
you're saying could. I need you to say you will.
I'm giving you the opportunity to.
No, I need that ultimatum.
cooperative
I will
with
give you my ID if you say that I'm going to go get arrested if I don't give it to you.
So you'll give us if we say that.
If you say that, yes, sir. Because that's already grounds for me to set up litigation against you.
So you're threatening to sue us.
I ain't threatening nothing, brother.
That's what you just said.
It's not a
It
threat.
gives you grounds.
It's not a threat. It gives me grounds. Does it or does it not?
Okay, so the easiest and simplest solution to this is for you to tell us your name, date of birth.
Joel.
Joel what?
Joel.
Okay, by just saying Joel, there's 1,000 Joels. I need a last name and a date of birth.
For what? You gonna run?
In order
I
to
told
confirm
you want my
you
name.
are for the report. I need to have your name and date
You
of birth.
could, I didn't even have to give you my first name for that report. You could literally put the citizen or the guy or the suspect. Yes, you can.
Work like that.
Yes, it does. I'm a law student here. You're not gonna come over here and try to violate my rights.
So I'm not trying to violate your rights. I'm trying to be cooperative with you, and you be cooperative
Okay, I'm
with us.
cooperate with me and accept that I'm not gonna give my ID unless I'm gonna get arrested. Say it and I'll give you my ID. Just say if you don't give me your ID, I'm gonna arrest you.
So you want us to threaten
You want us to
Yes, I
threaten
want you to give me that ultimatum if you really want the ID.
threaten you?
Winning a case against the police while he's still a student would do wonders for his CV when he graduates.
I mean, that's crazy.
Oh, let me take my hand on my pocket.
Thank you. I
There's two
appreciate
guys right here with Glocks and scared of a 19-year-old with the phone, bro.
Well, I'm not scared of a 19-year-old with the phone I have. Come on, man, don't do that, okay?
No.
Seriously,
Anyway,
that's
stick your
just
hand out
that's
your
just
pocket. Do
be.
you see something in my pocket?
Okay, well, we would like for you to do that for us, just to be cooperative.
Oh,
okay,
just to be cooperative, like just
Come on,
like for you to
don't-
say what you want me to do.
Okay, so we know you're gonna watch this demo at double speed.
So he just admitted
Buckle up.
out of his own mouth. Well, I won't say admitted.
Live Monday dev features, the
He
planned track.
he just presumed. He just insinuated that he is under the legal drinking age. Well, I promise. Watch, I'm gonna type better this time. Shut up. Oh, it's still 21. Okay. Why would it not be 21? I don't know why the hell. Whatever. Shut up. Stop looking at me.
Are you Googling the laws right now? Because that's really what you should be doing right now. All right, cool.
You okay with that?
Yeah, continue reading.
Are you sure you're okay with that?
Yeah. I give you permission.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay, so here's why we need your name and date of birth. I'm going to read you the law because you are a law student, okay?
Sean, can you
According to New Mexico, it's all being recorded.
Yeah, I know, but
My
those
body
are hard
camera's
to
running.
get. So I'm gonna use my own.
So concealing identity consists of concealing one's true name or identity or disguising oneself with the intent to obstruct the due execution of the law,
Am I obstructing?
or, yes, technically you are, with the intent to intimidate, hinder, or interrupt any public officer or any person in illegal performance of his duties or exercise of his rights under the law of the United States.
Okay, so your investigation is investigating that I'm in possession of alcohol, right?
That's exactly
Okay,
what
and
we
if I
said.
don't give you, if I give you my ID, is that gonna tell you if I do or do not have alcohol in that room?
If
Or is it
you-
just a way
if you
pathway
deny-
to find me with something?
No. The ID is so that we can identify who we are talking to. If you wish to deny us access to that room, that is totally within your rights.
I know.
But you refusing to identify yourself to
know.
us by name and date of birth,
Yeah.
full name, date of birth, that is concealing identity. Why do you use that term?
Because why the fuck are you searching my shit? Like,
We're not searching
no,
your shit.
yes, that's a
Go ahead and identify him real quick,
seize of
please.
my identification. Is it or is it not?
It's not a seizure. We just
It's
need
a
to confirm-
seizure of my identification, yes or no?
We just need to see who you are in order to
I
go
told you my
forward in the
fucking name.
investigation.
Told you my fuck. Today or did not?
Legal.
Oh my god. Okay. I feel like there's a couple of other ways they could have went about that, right? Because if the issue was really to figure out if he had alcohol in his dorm room, right? and to get into the dorm room to figure out. Let me not say this because I don't wanna make it seem like I'm on the cop side.
Names.
I'm never on the cop side.
My
Give
legal
us your
name.
first name.
What is my Joel? Not the legal name or what?
Joel what?
He has my ID. Go look at it.
Perfect. That's all we
Yeah.
needed. Thank you. That's all we needed. Let's go down here real quick, please.
When a cop violates your constitutional rights, you are not obliged to be respectful. They didn't know how bad they screwed themselves by giving him an unlawful command.
Okay, so he's denying us for his consent to search. That's
No, that's
fine. But we have him ID'd, so we're going to make sure we take a report.
Yep.
And then, so basically, we got called. Somebody suspected him of having alcohol in his dorm room, carrying a case of beer in.
Okay.
He's 19 years old. We will take a case report on it. There'll be a case number drawn. Pretty much, basically, he's pushing the issue on the concealing identity. But now that we've negated that, we don't have to do any more. We will take a report just to document the incident.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Bye. Just listening. 2-0.
Yeah, you're listening? All right. Anything else I can help you guys with?
No, you're
So
good.
you're just going to stand around and get paid?
Yeah, sure.
You're just going to stand around and get paid, brother? Yeah, like, I think we can just prove some races. I'm going to get complaints on both of your asses. And Chief Donovan's going to know about this shit because he knows who I am.
Chief Donovan knows you.
Chief Donovan knows who I am.
Okay, very
All
good.
right?
Appreciate it.
Fucked up for real.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. And did you find anything with that ID, brother? Did you find out if there's alcohol in here or not with that ID? Nah? So what the fuck
You
was
denied
the
us
point?
consent, so that's fine.
I didn't
Like
give you
it's like
consent.
exactly.
You would've-
So
if you
we're not
could,
gonna argue with you. Have a nice
Get
day.
the fuck
Well, this is actually a common area, so we're allowed to be
fuck
here.
out, go work. I pay you for something. Fuck out of here. Yes, I
Why
pay
are
you
you
for
doing
something.
this?
Yo, bro, turned up. My thing is like, if you suspected there to be alcohol in the room, right? Especially underage drinking, because he did admit, and with his ID, they confirmed that he's 19. So, if that was the case, and you truly believe there was alcohol in that room, why did you not press the matter to confirm whether a crime was actually happening and get a warrant to search the room? Okay.
Fuck out of here. Because you fucked out my ID for no fucking reason, brother.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of here.
Have a nice day, sir. Thank
Fuck
you.
you.
You can hear his friend cheering in the background as the bully cops take a walk of shame. This next cop also had to run away because this lawyer scared the hell out of him.
Oh wow.
2 weeks, so you.
I don't know. I don't know if this dude's videos be real, because I think I've heard this cop pull up before. I don't know if this is real. Is this a real encounter?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, officer.
What is it you think you're doing here?
I'm dumping trash out.
That's illegal. This is private property. You can't be using this dumpster for your trash.
Oh, no, it's okay. My office is right here. It's not illegal. I have an office here, sir.
Your office is here. You work, and you work here.
Correct. I'm an attorney at law. That's correct. Yes.
You're an attorney.
Yes, sir. Do you need a business card or anything?
Yeah,
Need
that.
services?
Yes, I need proof of this.
Would you like services or anything, or why do you need my business?
I would like to see proof that you're an attorney because this is private property. You can't be throwing trash out there. You're breaking the law.
Okay, I would love to show you my business card. That's no problem. Linda Jones, attorney at law, located right at this office address.
I see the Linda Jones, but I don't see the address here.
Sir, if you flip the card over, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know if these be real encounters.
I still don't see the address.
Sir, here's the address here, please. And that's my name. Is there anything else that you need to verify that, sir? I'm trying to cooperate here.
Ma'am.
Yeah, I don't know if these be real encounters. At least this one specifically, because I feel like I've heard him pull up on many other people, and they be too wild. Like there's like come on. Like this seems too she's like, you feel what I'm saying? It's like too too fakeish. I don't. To me.
I'll ask the questions. You're breaking the law right now.
Actually, I'm an attorney. I know my rights, and I'm not breaking the law. As I stated, sir, I'm a tenant at this office location.
Okay, this card doesn't prove any of that. I need to see your ID.
You don't need to see my ID, sir. I just gave you my business card.
Ma'am, don't make this any more difficult than it has to be.
Address.
There's no need to be confrontational.
Nobody's being confrontational, sir. I'm not being confrontational.
Ma'am, you're being incredibly aggressive.
Wow.
All you're doing is escalating the situation, and there's no need for any of this.
I'm escalating the situation.
Correct. I've asked you three times now. I need to see your ID.
I will show you my ID to verify the business card, okay? I'll do that for you.
He forced her to show her ID because apparently he can't identify a person from their business card.
This is my name to verify the business card and the office address, sir. This is not illegal dumping, once again.
All right, but the address is different on your license than it is on the business card.
Because that's a business location, sir. That's not my home address.
Yeah, this whole thing just seems very suspicious. I'll be right back. I need to run this ID.
You don't need to run my ID, sir. You don't need to. I'm an attorney, like I said. That'll be against your jurisdiction if you're trying to run my driver's license.
Ma'am, you
and I both know that, or I can tell you that right now. That's illegal what you're doing.
You just illegally took your ID.
Because you have no reason to legally stop me. I gave you my ID. I did not have to, once again.
Ma'am, you're breaking the law. You're illegally dumping.
Yeah, this feels like fake.
Yes, they do. They do match up.
Well, then you should have no problem with me running it then, if you are who you say you are.
You don't need to run my ID, sir. I told you, again, I'm a lawyer. This is my office address. I've proven that with my business card and my driver's license. This is not illegal. You have no reason to stop me.
Well, then you should have no reason for me to run your ID if you are so in fact a lawyer and this is your property. Because from where I stand, you're illegally dumping trash into a dumpster.
If we continue with this, sir, you're going to get sued. Is that officer as I see? Badge 2322? You really want to continue this conversation with me, knowing that I'm an attorney at home?
I mean, you haven't proven that you're an attorney.
With the business card saying attorney, that doesn't, and the ID matching, that doesn't do it for you?
Yeah, this giving fake.
You want to keep going down this rabbit hole, officer?
Okay, ma'am, this could just be so simple. All you need to do is give me your ID and your business card back.
I'm not letting you run anything. I don't have to let you run anything. Maybe you need to go read into your law books.
Ma'am.
Instead of just the academy.
If you weren't breaking the law.
You're going to get sued, sir. This is harassment now because you're on my private property as a tenant.
1017.
And you're trying to make me, call whoever you need to call because you're wrong. You're going on a bad day because you're sitting here harassing have my office space.
Is this, this can't be real.
I do have an ongoing investigation right now that I just got called on.
My business card. I've given you my business card. I've showed you my ID and verified that's the name. This is my office. Would you like to come inside?
Okay, ma'am. I'm going to let you off on a warning.
You have no choice but to let me off on a warning. Because you need a warning yourself. Keep it going.
As soon as he knew that he had gotten himself into trouble, he made up an excuse and decided to run away. Now moving on to an even dumber cop who doesn't know what a gun looks like.
Yeah,
on
that
January 19th,
that shit gotta be fake,
an
at least to
officer
me.
stopped a black blind man who he thought was a threat, but the reality was far different.
And where are you going?
Same guy. This is literally the same guy. This is literally the same guy. This is literally the same guy.
What do you intend to do at that friend's house?
Well, what we normally do, we just chill, relax, talk.
Well, we have a report of a black man with a dangerous weapon.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the weapon right now.
Well, I don't have a dangerous weapon.
I'm looking at a weapon. It's in your hand. What are you doing with that?
Sir, this is my walking stick.
Your walking stick?
Yes, I'm blind. I can't see.
You're looking right at me.
I can hear your voice, but I can't see you.
So you're telling me you're blind and then you use that device to find your way around? I'm not buying it.
Yeah, that's what it is, yep.
Sir, that is...
These gotta be fake. Nah, this shit's fake. These gotta be fake.
So whatever you were gonna do, don't even think about doing it. And I'm taking your weapon so you can't use it.
The most satisfying thing is to see a cop take the hits in the courtroom. When this one accidentally shot someone, he was in for a grilling.
Did you apprehend good guys?
Detective form.
Never.
Officer Joshua Mercereau of the Daytona Beach Police Department was involved in a violent
He
gunfight
ain't
with
never
Marvin
arrested
Jones in
good
an
people.
airport parking lot. Marvin's girlfriend, Aviana Bailey, who was also present and was accidentally shot by the officer, leaving her paralyzed from the chest down. She filed a
Wow.
lawsuit against both the city and the officer, which led to Joshua being called in for an interrogation.
Playing, fumbling, doing something in his lap. There's none of this. There's none of this. It's this. And he's looking at me the whole time. And then it happens.
What happened?
He sticks the gun out the window and points it at me.
Okay, how does he stick the gun out the window?
If I'm sitting in the driver's seat, where would my... So he just went just like that.
Okay.
And it was between the mirror and the A-post.
Okay.
Well, actually, if I'm driving...
Exactly.
I'm sorry. If I'm driving, the driver's side the door is here. So he did this.
Okay, because you had him moving.
Excuse me.
Further into the passenger compartment.
No, that was completely.
To the right.
That was my mix-up in the side. It was the right side that he did it with, and then he put the gun between the window.
Shockingly, Aviana was also pregnant at the time, and although the baby was saved, she could never provide for her as a mother. But the officer had no remorse whatsoever.
You said right side again.
Left side. I'm dyslexic.
Are you dyslexic?
No,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't. That was a bad joke.
Have you recall how many rounds?
Yeah.
Just one at that time.
Okay. And where did it strike?
The hood and windshield area, right in front of him.
And how many muzzle flashes did you see in total at scene 2?
At least the initial, at least one, and possibly two. I can't count them. I can't tell you how many exactly I saw.
We'd never expect a law enforcement officer to react this casually to a lawsuit, but it was about to get even worse.
I was committed to engaging him, and I did that. At which point, my ankle rolled off the curb, and I fell on my back.
Okay.
I was falling, and
shouldn't they
somehow?
Oh, this says
the gun
2016
jammed from limp wristing it.
Okay. You saw several muzzle flashes?
Yes.
Okay. How do you define several?
Objective form.
One or two probably.
Okay. Several's not one.
Yeah.
We agree to that. Do you mean is several more than two?
Objective form.
I would say two.
Okay.
So we'll say a couple.
Officer Joshua never took the question seriously and continued to shamelessly joke about the incident that had tragically changed someone's life.
In your deposition, you discussed dust. Tell me about that.
Form.
Was there dust at scene 2?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Form.
There was dust at scene 2.
And I understand there may have been dust on the ground, but did the dust become airborne?
Yes, from the suspect's vehicle spinning in the grass.
Did the dust settle? That's what we say. Before you got out of your car?
No.
Okay, so there was still some dust in the air.
Correct.
When did the dust settle?
Atera is the IT painkiller. Remote monitoring and management.
I guess the other person talking
Smart automation
is
patching.
the state or the
Still hasn't settled.
is this guy's lawyer. Hold on.
I guess it never really did. I mean, that I remember.
Okay. Now, before you got out of your car and engaged Marvin Jones, did you know anything about him or his background?
Just the fact that he might have some felony warrants out of New Hampshire.
How did you learn that?
Apparently, somebody called from New Hampshire to rat him out.
Such cold and heartless individuals have no place in the police force, but just when you think things couldn't get any worse,
Somebody called from New Hampshire to rat him out.
What threat was posed to the safety of an officer or other person at the point you first got out of your car?
There was none.
Okay. What threat to an officer or other was posed when you first drew your firearm?
There was none.
What threat
to
an officer or other was posed when you got out of your car, when you took a step towards the Lincoln?
Objective one.
At this point, the defendant's actions.
Okay. Which were what?
Fumbling around on his, making very furtive movements.
Joshua was also a canine officer, but was
What? I'm confused because he.
The detective inquired
Didn't
about
he say he?
The filthy cop had a disturbing reaction that will leave you stunned.
Did you have your duties as a canine handler revoked or rescinded at any point?
Yes, I did.
What happened or why?
Form of objection.
In my opinion,
Yes.
I was doing my job too well.
What does that mean?
It means I was beating the streets and I was catching bad guys.
Okay.
There wasn't a lot of bad guys that got away from me.
Because your dog got him?
Because we got them as a team. If you have an above average bite ratio, that means you could be using your dog too much.
Okay.
A bite ratio is how many people you apprehend and then how many people you dog bite during that apprehension. So they're saying 30%. So they're saying out of 10 people that you apprehend, you should bite 3 of them, let's say.
Okay.
Which never made any sense to me.
The officer's arrogance was staggering, to say the least. He was trying to act overly clever, disregarding the situation's seriousness.
When was your canine handler duties taken away?
Late 2011. As a matter of fact, December 23rd, 2011.
Okay. Why is that day stick out?
Worst day of my life. I enjoyed the job. I would have paid the city to come do that job. Tracking down bad guys and finding them and apprehending them.
With your dog?
Did you apprehend good guys?
Objective one.
Never. I take that back. I bit a victim one time because she jumped in front of me. So I did. I bit a victim one time.
Was that another officer?
No, it was a victim, a domestic violence victim.
The cop had some serious mental and ego issues. It's hard to understand why he acted like such a jerk. As the detectives pressed further, their disappointment only grew.
Is this real?
Supervisor authority.
Like,
Conduct a strip search?
Yes, sir.
Did you obtain supervisor authority before you searched Justin Riddle?
No, sir.
Did you receive counseling or did a supervisor talk to you about that and tell you you did that portion incorrectly?
Yes, sir.
There was a newspaper article about a lawyer that claimed you used excessive force. Do you recall that incident?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about that.
Form of objection.
He was, Roe. He was hammered. He was drunk.
Oh yeah, I remember this one. This is the one where you were alleged to have gone in a home without permission, like moved somebody's arm. You recall that incident? What happened there?
I was on K9. We were looking for. They're twins. There's 2 of them, but we saw.
This is like like watching this. It's like watching a parent. It's like watching a parent like question your child to figure out if they're lying to you. That's what this feels like and looks like to me.
One on the bed through the window, and I'm like, that's him. that's him. But this is before I knew he had a twin or a brother. So he had a felony warrant.
The twin did.
No.
The one of them.
The one of them had a felony warrant.
The guilty one, not the innocent one.
So the mother's there, and got the place surrounded, and basically, she said, "You're not coming in." Well, he's in there. We can see him in there. We can force entry on a felony warrant. I eat that one. That was my responsibility all day long, for not knowing that it's the brother. They do look different. If I had seen his face, maybe pay attention to his haircut. If a person touches somebody that's unwanted, or it could be considered resisting an officer. If that had been the brother, she could have gone to jail for resisting.
And that's all for today. If you liked the video, subscribe so you don't miss out on the next upload. Thanks for watching.
Hey man, if you like you said, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you go ahead, you destroy that like button. Make sure you go hit the model that subscribe button. Make sure you go and click that notification bell. Make sure you click that share button. Share it to your mama, your daddy, your brothers, sisters, cousins, your grandpa, and your grandma. Because I love me some grandmas. Hey man, I love y'all. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Peace.